All right, so let's cut the crap and dive right into this shit. We're talking Ethan Sandler.
Ethan Sandler.
Yeah, you know, the lawyer dude from Crossing Jordan. But hold on to your hats, folks, because this guy's career, it's a hell of a lot more fucked up than you'd think.
Yeah, you think you know him, right? ADA, all serious, putting away bad guys, but get this.
Oh, yeah, what? What?
You've probably heard his voice a million times and didn't even fucking know it.
Seriously, lay it on me.
Dude voiced a shit ton of characters in Meet the Robinsons, like a whole cast.
Meet the Robinsons, no way!
Swear to God, think about that. This is the guy who's supposed to be all law and order, right? And then in a booth making crazy-ass cartoon voices. The range on this dude is insane.
Wait, hold up. Are you telling me the guy who puts criminals behind bars was also the voice of that robot, what was it, DOR-15?
DOR-15, Uncle Fritz, Aunt Petunia, even the damn CEO of like, you name it, he probably voiced it. The dude's a vocal chameleon or something.
That's fucking wild. I never would have guessed.
It really makes you think about actors, you know? How they can transform themselves like that. It's pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah, it is kind of mind-blowing. So, besides being a voiceover badass, what else has this guy been up to?
All right, get this. He met his wife, Catherine Hahn, back in college at Northwestern.
Catherine Hahn. Are you talking about the Catherine Hahn?
Yeah, the one and only.
Holy shit. No way.
Yep. They've been together since like 2002. 2 kids and everything. Talk about a power couple.
Damn, she's been killing it lately, too. WandaVision, Transparent, Bad Moms. The woman is a comedic force of nature.
Seriously. And their relationship, it seems rock solid, like actually happy, you know?
Yeah, it's refreshing, right? To see a Hollywood couple that seems to have their shit together.
It makes you wonder what their life is really like.
Right. But let's be real. Relationships take work, even in Hollywood. So besides voice acting and being Mr. Catherine Hahn, what else has this dude got going on?
Well, prepare to be surprised, because Ethan Sandler isn't just another pretty face in front of the camera. He's a producer and writer, too.
Get the fuck out of here. Seriously.
Dead serious.
What kind of stuff has he worked on?
We're talking some solid sitcoms here. My Boys, Whitney, New Girl, even Man with a Plan.
Damn. The guy's got talent behind the scenes, too. It makes you wonder what hidden talents we've all got buried somewhere. Right?
For real. But hold on to your hats, because we haven't even gotten to the weird shit yet. This guy's got some seriously strange hobbies.
Oh, yeah? You mean like his obsession with basketball podcasts and gardening? What the actual fuck?
I know, right? It's a bizarre combo. I guess even Hollywood types have their quirks, though I can't picture anyone else listening to sports podcasts while pruning roses.
Yeah, seriously. Celebrities, they're just like us, except with cooler jobs and way hotter spouses.
And the talent to back it all up. Don't forget about that part.
True. Makes you wonder if he's the secret to Catherine Hahn's success. But that's a whole other deep dive for another time.
Exactly. We've only scratched the surface with Ethan Sandler. So, before we get too sidetracked, let's get back to his actual acting career. You mentioned Crossing Jordan, but what else has he been in?
Okay, if you're into those old movies that became cult classics, you might recognize him from The Chocolate War, one of his first roles back in 1988.
The Chocolate War. Damn, haven't thought about that movie in ages.
It's a classic. And he's popped up in a few other movies you might have seen. The Princess Diaries, The Bourne Supremacy.
Hold the phone, he was in The Bourne Supremacy? You're fucking with me.
Nope, dead serious. Small part, but a pretty important one. It's crazy how actors can just blend into different types of roles.
Yeah, it's like they become completely different people. Speaking of different people, we were talking about his wife, Catherine Hahn, earlier.
Ah, yes, the queen of comedy. They really are a fascinating pair.
I bet they have some wild stories from their college days at Northwestern. Did you find anything about their time there? Sadly, not much is known about their early relationship, but I did find something interesting about Catherine Hahn. Apparently, she used to be super shy.
You're shitting me. Catherine Hahn, shy. The woman's a comedic powerhouse.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It just goes to show you, even the most confident people have hidden sides.
Good point. It's a reminder that there's always more to people than meets the eye. So what else you got? Any more dirt on this Ethan Sandler guy?
Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because this one's a real head-scratcher. Ethan Sandler is somehow connected to that animated series, Housebroken.
Wait, Housebroken? That show with the talking animals in therapy.
You got it. He's actually listed as a writer for a couple episodes.
What the fuck? So this guy can do live action, voice acting, and writing for animated shows. This dude's a goddamn Swiss Army knife of talent.
He definitely likes to explore different creative avenues. He's also a creative consultant and writer for Monsters at Work.
Holy shit, this guy's got range.
Yeah.
From courtroom drama to talking dogs to the frickin' world of Pixar, what can't this guy do?
Seriously, it's wild. Makes you wonder what he'll get into next.
Whatever it is, I'm going to be watching. Or listening, I guess.
Me too. Ethan Sandler is a hidden gem, for sure.
No doubt about it. So, to recap, this dude is way more than just some lawyer from Crossing Jordan. He's a voiceover master, a sitcom writer, and maybe even the secret weapon behind Kathryn Hahn's success.
And let's not forget his love for basketball podcasts and gardening. That right there is what makes him truly fascinating.
You're telling me. Who would have thought? It just goes to show you never really know what's going on in someone else's life.
And that's the beauty of it, right? There's always something new to discover, even about people we think we know.
Damn straight. All right, folks, we're going to keep this train rolling, but first we got to take a quick piss break.
So we were talking about Ethan Sandler's range, right? Dude can voice cartoon characters and play a straight-laced ADA. It's pretty wild. Let's get back to his acting career.
Yeah, we know he was in Crossing Jordan for a while, but what other shit has he been in? Spill the tea.
All right, well, if you're into those old movies that, became cult classics, you might recognize him from The Chocolate War, one of his first gigs back in 1988.
The Chocolate War.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that takes me back. Haven't thought of that movie in forever.
It's a classic, man. And he's popped up in a few other movies you might have caught. The Princess Diaries, The Bourne Supremacy.
Oh shit, he was in The Bourne Supremacy. What the hell is his role in that?
Small part, but a pretty important one. It's kind of crazy how actors can just slide into different genres and characters without missing a beat.
Yeah, it's wild. Like, they become completely different people. Speaking of different people, we were talking about his wife, Kathryn Hahn, earlier.
Ah, yes, the queen of comedic timing. They're a hell of a pair, those two.
I bet they have some hilarious stories from their time at Northwestern. Did you dig up anything about their college days?
Not much is known about their early relationship, sadly. But I did find something interesting about Kathryn Hahn. Apparently she used to be super shy.
Get the fuck out of here. Kathryn Hahn, shy. That's hard to believe. She's always so bold and in your face in her roles.
I know, right? It just goes to show that even the most confident performers have unexpected sides to them, hidden in plain sight.
True that. So we've covered his acting, his voice work. And before we move on to the next mind-blowing piece of Ethan Sandler trivia, what about the stuff behind the scenes? I'm curious about his producing and writing credits. We talked about them earlier, but was he just writing a few episodes here and there or more deeply involved in shaping these shows?
Oh, he was definitely more than just a hired gun. For example, with My Boys, he was a writer and co-executive producer for the entire run of the show. So heavily involved in shaping the characters, the storylines, the overall tone of the series.
He's not just punching up jokes. He's actually crafting these comedic worlds. That's pretty impressive. And New Girl, what was his role there?
He was a consulting producer for a few seasons, brought in to provide his expertise, help fine-tune certain aspects of the show. Not involved in the day-to-day writing, but he definitely had a hand in shaping the show's comedic sensibilities.
Okay, so experience as both a writer and a producer, which means a pretty comprehensive understanding of how to make a successful sitcom. Does his work behind the scenes give us any insights into his comedic style, his approach to storytelling?
Absolutely. One thing that stands out is his ability to create, relatable character-driven comedy. His sitcoms tend to focus on those everyday struggles and triumphs of, ordinary people. He has a knack for finding humor in the mundane. Not afraid to get a little sentimental, but he always keeps things grounded, avoids going over the top.
Not into the slapstick over-the-top kind of humor, more about the subtle, character-driven stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Witty dialogue, awkward situations, those relatable quirks of his characters. Makes you laugh because you recognize yourself or someone you know in these situations.
Makes sense. So acting, voice work, producing, writing credits. Anything else we need to know about this dude before we wrap this shit up?
Actually, there's one more thing. Remember his love for basketball podcasts?
Yeah.
Turns out he's actually been a guest on a few.
Wait, seriously? This dude is on basketball podcasts talking about basketball.
Yep, legit fan, knows his stuff, even been known to drop some pretty insightful analysis.
Damn, who knew? This guy's got more layers than an onion. First, voiceover genius, then sitcom mastermind, now goddamn basketball pundit. What's next? hosting his own podcast about gardening.
Uh-huh. You never know with this guy. Always up for trying new things, exploring different passions. It's something worth highlighting, I think.
Oh, lay it on me.
Ethan Sandler, prime example of someone who just refuses to be put in a box, constantly pushing himself creatively, exploring different mediums, challenging himself to grow as an artist.
Yeah, like he's not afraid to step outside his comfort zone and try new shit.
Exactly. Not content to just rest on his laurels, be defined by one role or genre, always looking for new ways to express himself creatively.
It's pretty inspiring, actually. Like he's saying,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want, and I'm going to be good at it.
You got it. And that's a valuable lesson for all of us, I think. Don't be afraid to experiment, push those boundaries, explore different facets of your creativity. You never know what you might discover about yourself.
Damn straight. All right, so we've covered a lot of ground. Ethan Sandler's acting career, voice work, his behind-the-scenes contributions to sitcoms, surprising knowledge of basketball, his willingness to push creative boundaries. But there's one more elephant in the room we need to address.
You're talking about his relationship with Kathryn Hahn, right?
Bingo. We've danced around it a bit, but I think it's time to dive in head first. Can't talk about Ethan Sandler without talking about the comedic powerhouse that is his wife.
You're right. Important part of his story, both personally and professionally. So, let's get into it. How the hell did these two comedic geniuses find each other? What's the secret to their long-lasting relationship? And most importantly, how much do you want to bet that their house is filled with the sounds of laughter and witty banter 24/7?
Those are the million-dollar questions. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty and unpack the Ethan Sandler-Kathryn Hahn love story.
So before we had to take a leak, we were about to get into all the juicy details of Ethan Sandler and Kathryn Hahn's relationship. This is where shit gets really interesting.
Yeah, we've talked about Ethan's career, his weird-ass hobbies, but let's be real. Everyone wants to know the tea on how he landed a comedic goddess like Kathryn Hahn.
Well, it all started back in their college days at Northwestern. They were both, theater nerds pounding the pavement in the drama department.
So they were those annoyingly talented theater kids always stealing the show. I can totally picture them running lines in the cafeteria and shit.
Pretty much. They actually met during a production of The Seagull, Chekhov. Apparently some serious sparks flying on and off stage.
Damn, a Chekhov play. Talk about a highbrow meet-cute. I bet their love story is like some indie rom-com, all deep conversations and artistic passion.
You're not far off. They bonded over their shared love for acting, their twisted sense of humor, and their desire to, make it in the cutthroat world of show business.
It's kind of sweet, actually. Two young, ambitious artists finding love and support in each other while chasing their dreams.
Totally. They got hitched in 2002, right around the time Ethan's career started taking off with Crossing Jordan.
Talk about good timing. I bet Kathryn was his biggest cheerleader during those early days.
Oh, absolutely. And let's not forget, Kathryn's career was also gaining momentum around that time. She was landing roles in movies like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Anchorman. They were both on the rise, supporting each other every step of the way.
That's the dream, man. Having a partner who gets your hustle, celebrates your wins, helps you through those rough patches.
It's a testament to their bond that they've managed to navigate the ups and downs of Hollywood while raising a family and staying grounded. They seem to have cracked the code on how to make it work in an industry known for its messy relationships.
It's almost like they're immune to the Hollywood curse. What's their secret? Do they have some kind of voodoo ritual they do every full moon to ward off those relationship demons?
Huh. If only it were that simple. There's no magic formula, of course, but their relationship seems to be built on a foundation of mutual respect, shared passions, and a shitload of laughter.
I can totally see them cracking each other up on the daily. Their comedic energy must be off the charts when they're together. I bet their dinner conversations are like, house stand-up routines.
I wouldn't be surprised. They seem to genuinely enjoy each other's company and have a blast together. That's probably one of the key ingredients to their success as a couple. They don't take themselves too seriously. They support each other's ambitions, and they make time to, laugh their asses off.
Damn, they make Hollywood relationships seem almost normal.
Well, as normal as it gets when you're married to a comedic genius and you spend your days voicing cartoon characters and writing for sitcoms.
True that. So, we've covered Ethan Sandler's diverse career, his quirky hobbies, his rock-solid relationship with Kathryn Hahn. What's the final verdict on this guy? Is he just a lucky bastard who happened to marry well? Or is there more to him than meets the eye?
Oh, there's definitely more to him than meets the eye. He's a talented actor, a skilled writer and producer, a passionate basketball fan, and by all accounts, a genuinely good dude. He might not be the flashiest or most controversial figure in Hollywood, but that's part of his charm. He's the kind of guy who lets his work speak for itself and focuses on the things that matter most: family, creativity, a good laugh.
Well said. And who knows, maybe we'll see him taking center stage soon. Maybe he'll write and star in his own show, direct a movie, or become the next big basketball commentator. The possibilities are endless for a guy with his talent and range.
Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure: Ethan Sandler is a reminder that success doesn't always come with a megaphone. Sometimes the most interesting stories are the ones that unfold quietly, behind the scenes, fueled by passion, hard work, and a genuine love for the craft.
Damn, that's deep, man. You should write greeting cards or some shit.
Maybe I will. But for now, let's wrap up this deep dive into the world of Ethan Sandler. We've covered a lot of ground, laughed our asses off, and hopefully gained a new appreciation for this multi-talented dude.
Hell yeah. So to all you listeners out there, next time you hear Ethan Sandler's voice in a cartoon, catch him in a sitcom, or see his name in the credits, remember, there's a whole lot more to this guy than meets the eye. He's a reminder that success comes in all shapes and sizes, and that sometimes the quietest voices tell the most interesting stories.
And on that note, we're out of here. Thanks for tuning in to the deep dive. Keep those brains buzzing, and remember, there's always more to discover, even the most unexpected places.
Peace out, motherfuckers.